We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Tampa Bay Rays. Jonathan Villar attempts to climb the National League batting leaderboard. Next. Brendan Mckay is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jonathan Villar. He had a strong showing at the plate in the first half, currently sitting in third place in the league's batting race.
Yeah, well within striking distance to get himself a batting championship title here. He's going to have to put together a nice second half to get it done, though.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
The 1-1. Popped him up. Choi is under it to make the catch for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Up next from Miami, Brian Anderson. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Adames scoops it up. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Stepping into the box, Corey Dickerson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
So now to the plate, Jesus Aguilar, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And despite his success with the bat this year, he's going through a really tough stretch in recent games, batting under the Mendoza line over his last 10.
Yeah, he struggled the last 10 games, no doubt about it, but the sample size in the first half is too big. It's only going to take 1 swing for him to get right back on track.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Meadows moving back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Caleb Smith, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
At the plate, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Rays, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
And now pitch on the way. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats them.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. And he was rewarded for his incredible first half with an invite to the Midsummer Classic. Always an honor.
Yeah, he's certainly slowed. His timing looks a little bit off these last 10 games, but still finding a way to work that 1 knock a night in there and keep everybody off his back. I think he figures it out pretty quick here.
The 2-1. Swing, and he pops him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Liner toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 8.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau. He'll be looking for better results in this one. He was 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday. First delivery to him on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Ball 1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Up next for the Rays, Austin Meadows. And in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. First offering on its way. Ball 1. And he's really continued to look great in the second half of the season. Over the last 10 games, hitting over 300.
He's been so consistent all year. His timing, just his presence in the box. It doesn't look like this is going away anytime soon. Probably going to battle for a batting title the rest of the way.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Lau, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Into the box now, Hunter Renfro, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's just 2 for 9. He's taken him deep once. Hard hit at third. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper.
Off for Miami, the designated hitter, Garrett Cooper.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On a line, that's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, as he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. He comes in at 262 on the year. 9 homers, 39 driven in. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Nobody out, runner on first. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Isan Diaz waits on deck. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box, Isan Diaz, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's entering play in this one, a home run shy of 20 for the season. That's wide, 2-0. Bases are empty here, nobody out. 3-0 now.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Now here's the pitch.
Hey! The count is 3-1.
Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
No outs, nobody on. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 6 home runs and 33 driven in. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Meadows is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Harold Ramirez.
Coming to the plate now, Harold Ramirez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Choi gathers it in, and that retires the side. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Miami. Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Martinez, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there.
Martinez.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. 1 ball and 1 strike to their DH here tonight. Martinez, once a member of the Cardinals organization. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected. I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Ji-Man Choi will be next. And the 3-1. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch.
Ball 1, no strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
And that'll bring in Yandi Diaz. And it's fouled away. Runners on first with one down. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home, down the left field line and deep, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks and bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
So stepping in, Willie Adames, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Kevin Smith will be next, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0.
Outside, that's the ball.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Two-oh count, the pitch. Bounce to first, reined in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Top of the third set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Jonathan Villar. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. At the plate, he's really continued to look great in the second half. Over his last 10 games, hitting over 300.
No surprise this guy found himself in the All-Star game in the Midsummer Classic. He absolutely had a monster first half. He was almost a certain lock to represent his team at that game.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate.
Anderson has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
Striding in once again, Corey Dickerson. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're up 2-0. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
1-0 the count. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Brandon Lau, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Nobody out, runner on first. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Austin Meadows, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Has a look, now the pitch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Renfro.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Hunter Renfro. He's set. Here it comes. A runner on first with 2 away. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And he misses again, ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Rays strand just the 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jesus Aguilar. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Aguilar.
Here's the first pitch to him. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Two and 0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Now at the plate, Garrett Cooper. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Fielded cleanly to Iglesias for one. On to first to complete the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So 2 are gone now in the Miami fourth, and that'll bring up the right-handed hitting Francisco Cervelli.
And going back to that previous at-bat when he hit the 2-strike breaking ball for a home run, something tells me that this guy, when he gets behind in the count, sits on something off-speed or the breaking ball.
Choi gathers it in, and that retires the side. Marlins down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth, and striding forward the designated hitter, Jose Martinez.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. We mentioned his position in the batting race earlier in the game, and with a batting average above the 400 mark over his last 10 games, it's a little scary to think that he might be getting better as the season wears on.
Yeah, you watch this guy knock the donut off the bat. He strides to the plate with nothing but confidence, and rightfully so. He's been swinging a hot bat lately. Last 10 games really has turned it up a notch.
Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
At the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Swing and a line drive. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. Again, a 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Diaz.
To the plate now, Yandi Diaz. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 8 home runs and 43 RBIs. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
He's in complete command of his 2-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the fourth as that extends the inning.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Willie Adames.
Into the box now, Willie Adames, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. One left for Tampa. They trail it here 2-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Isan Diaz.
Isan Diaz.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Way outside. 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, right fielder, Harold.
Into the box now, Harold Ramirez. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The 1-1.
I got to count 2-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 2-2.
I got 3-2.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Here it comes, 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The 1-2. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score.
The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Dickerson has a batting line residing in the 290s, looking to boost that even higher here. 2-0 now. So far this season, Dickerson is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Three and 1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Now here comes the Tampa Bay manager out to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Jalen Beeks answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Jesus Aguilar will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
He's set. The 0-1. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as this lead swells to 7-0.
And it's almost unfair. He inherited this mess from the previous pitcher, but he definitely didn't help the situation. They hoped he could save the day and put out the fire, but instead he threw some gasoline on it.
Standing in now, Garrett Cooper.
Garrett.
As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Marlins 7, the Rays nothing. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Elieser Hernandez will come on to make his 40th appearance this season. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Smith.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0. Hernandez offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. The 1-1 home. Line to shortstop, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Iglesias. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt a hitter that it's going to be a strike.
That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. High in the air out towards shallow right. Right fielder coming on. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, number 8.
Settling in now, Brandon Lau. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Three and 0 now. And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Ready now, Austin Meadows. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider. Just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
The 2-2. Shoots this one over to first. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He is out. Rays strand just the 1. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that the 7 runs they've put on the scoreboard today have been a total effort from this lineup. Everyone is doing their job right now, and that's something they've continued to emphasize to their players. He just hopes to see them stay on the attack the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Francisco Cervelli. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Fly ball heading for the alley. Meadows moving back, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. In now, Isan Diaz.
Nope.
As the
Ball
first
one.
pitch here is a bit high, it's ball
Nope,
one.
1-0.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Hey.
A ball and a strike.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
The 1-1. This is line to left, and Lau is there for the catch. There's one gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Digging in, Miguel Rojas comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set, and the pitch. One out and a runner on second base. Line toward right center. And that's going to get down out there. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
The right fielder.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Lau is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's 8-0.
Well, this ends up being a sac fly, but you got to love the effort out there. Sacrificed his body to make that catch, and I'll tell you, that didn't feel good. Probably saved extra bases by making that play.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jonathan Villar. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Rojas rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. And they now lead by 9. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Colin Poche gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Poche.
So now to the plate, Brian Anderson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Poche playing here in his age 26 season. He was taken in the 14th round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. The Marlins on top, 9-0. Stepping in, Hunter Renfro. No hits to this point.
The right fielder, Hunter Renfro.
First pitch on its way.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Down and away, ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Here it comes on 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count is 1-2.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfro. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
At the plate now, Jose Martinez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. One out, nobody on. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman.
Now batting, Ji-Man Choi. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lined hard to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Digging in and looking for more, Yandi Diaz. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Hit to third. Scooped up. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for Tampa. They're down 9-0. Now at the plate, Corey Dickerson. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
The left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
well above the letters with the fastball that time.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jesus Aguilar. He went deep back in the 5th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Here he comes on 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Weakly hit to third. And there's out number 2.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Garrett Cooper.
So to the plate, the Marlins DH, Garrett Cooper. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Renfro will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order, but they hold a 9-0 lead. Last half of the 7th here, and up next will be Willie Adames.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
To the plate now, Kevin Smith. This is popped up. Aguilar has room in foul territory. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go. Jose Iglesias. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
Ball 1.
And that misses 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runners on first with 1 down. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Count 1 and 2.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it to second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Rays held in check here. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Digging in, Francisco Cervelli. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First delivery to him on the way. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box, Isan Diaz, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Rojas.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Takes this the other way to right, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner on. He stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
At the plate, Harold Ramirez, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Adames brings it in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Marlins lead this one 9-0. At the plate, Brandon Lau, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Number 8.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
0-1, here's the pitch. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Now the 2-1. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. There's one. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
From the stretch, Hunter Renfro is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And this pitch is looked at for a ball, and that'll even the count to the Rays right fielder at 1-1.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. To second for 1. Relayed to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for Tampa. They're down 9-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Fouled off. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar. Full count, 3-2. swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. A payoff pitch one more time. And another foul ball. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Standing in, Brian Anderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Counts 1-0.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, runner back standing. Now the 2-1.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
The 3-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. He'll try it again, 3-2. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
So now to the plate, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Now a move over to first, but the runner's back easily. Runners on first with 1 down. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. The 3-1 pitch. And he pops it up. And this will land foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Count remains full. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Renfro is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Oliver Drake enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Oliver Drake.
Jesus Aguilar will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch. Two out with the man at first. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Drake, 33 years old. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-1 home.
Outside, that's the ball.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Marlins 9, the Rays nothing. Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Martinez. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
One ball and 2 strikes to count. Ball 2.
Oh, that's out.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
In now, Ji-Man Choi. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 home.
No, that's low.
Bases are empty. 1 man out.
That's ball.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now. Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Third baseman number 2.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Yandi Diaz. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0. Fly ball right down the line in left. After it is Dickerson. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Willie Adames.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Willie Adames. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's down.
A runner on first with 2 away. Count even now at 1-1. From the stretch.
Nope, outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Sterling Sharp will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
Sharp.
Into the box now, Kevin Smith. Line to the right side. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Miami Marlins took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Elieser Hernandez gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Brendan Mckay struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 9 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Rays, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.